refresh my system. So I do apologize where that is concerned. Anyways, we are back, people, so hopefully you guys are doing good. Please do smash that like button if you're here for the first time. We're gonna do the preview. This is a prediction and the possibilities of what might happen in the game against Honduras. Now, make sure you guys are doing fine. People, take care of yourself. Please take care of your mental health. It's very, very important that you do so. There are many things happening in the world right now. So taking care of yourself, your mental health is very, very important. Now, the Reggae Boyz have a big matchup coming up. Huge game, people. I know a lot of persons might not see the significance in this game, but it's a big game. And let me tell you why it's a big game. We have the Carnival on the line. We have that big trophy or that big competition to enter on the line. So this is a serious one. We want to be a part of the Carnival. Big up Norman. Guys, as they come in, just please do smash the like button. We want to partake in that. We want to play against the Brazil, the Argentinas. We want to play against those South American teams. It's very crucial. We want to be playing those competitive games on a regular basis. It's very important that we do so. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. First of all, we're going to have a little review of the squad. Just going to have a small review of the squad. So let's get that going. A small review. Just going to have a small review of the squad. I'm going to do my predicted starting lineup as well. Which is imperative that I do that. It's imperative that I do that part of it also, people. So let me just bring it up on screen and get that part of it going. All right. Just kind of taking a while because I had to restart everything basically. All right. So let's just have a run through to the squad, people. So we have Andre Blake, Jamal Waite, Connor Boyce Clark. Defenders, we have Damian Lowe, Tavon Gray, Ethan Pinnock, Amar Bell, Deshaun Bernard, Javane Brown, Adrian Mariappa, and Greg Lee. In the midfield, we have Casey Palmer, Joel Latibodier, Daniel Johnson, Kevin Lambert, Bobby Reed, and Demario Phillips. So still kind of worried about a solid central defensive midfielder. Still worried about that. But we have to do what we have to do. We don't necessarily have that high chance creating midfielder. Now, Casey Palmer and Daniel Johnson certainly have a lot on their hand. They're gonna have to deliver. And on the forward line, we have Leon Bailey, Romario Williams, Demario Gray, Dujan Richards, Ronaldo Cephas, and Shamar Nicholson. So that is what we have on hand at this present moment, and that's what it looks like in regards to the starting to the squad. Now, we have to be mindful though that balance is very important when we have a squad. Eagle Republic said we need to finish top 6. I think we can push for it. I believe we can push for it in the Eagle Republic. I really believe that we can push for it, and it's very important that we do so. It's very important that we do so, and this is going to test. This is going to really test our mental. All right. As you know, people, I'm not gonna waste no time. I don't need a long thing tonight. We just want to get this out of the way. Get some of this stuff going. We're going to jump into the possible starting lineup. Gonna have a look at the possible starting lineup that we might face. So let's jump straight over there. As you guys know, we can't change anything. 4-4-2 is the coach's formation. That not change, people. That not change no time soon. It is and it will be 4-4-2. No matter what we want cry, no matter what we want ball, that not change. That not change. It is and always will be 4-4-2. Now, it did alluded at some point in time that you might see something different. Highly doubt we're going to do that. Johnny Brown said them should have called up Cameron Lacey to replace Mikel Antonio. No, Cameron Lacey is a good player, but he's a young striker. The thing is, they are looking for more experienced players at this level. So maybe Cameron Lacey, we might see Cameron Lacey for the U20s. We might see Cameron, hopefully, because I do think he's a quality striker. So hopefully we'll see him for the U20s. I think he can play U20s. I believe he can play U20s. Eagle Republic has still no Jamal Lowe or Kemaru, even though we knew that Coburg has been struggling with injuries. Alright, so I'm not really sure what's the situation surrounding Jamal Lowe and Kemaru. I really don't know. So, Daniel said he's 22. Oh, so that means that first team football. Didn't he use three up top in the Gold Cup? Yes, in some sense, but majority in some sense, you find Bailey a push forward. But what you find out is that he had Mikel Antonio up top and had one person afloat, either Bailey or Gray. King Job said Bailey, Antonio, and Gray. In some sense, there was a bit of fluidity, but it wasn't necessarily the three of them up top floating. It wasn't necessarily. The best game would use the USA and the Mexico game, and you'll find out. Other games you kind of push back teams, and because we push back the teams, you can see where we get us a bit more possession. So that's actually one way to look at it. Just by us pushing back some of the teams. Alright, Shamara said, we're Ravel. Unfortunately, Ravel is not a part of this squad. That's football. That is football for you. So we might see Ravel at a later date. So don't write off not seeing Ravel as because that's how football is. So don't write off not seeing Ravel. So do not write off not seeing Ravel. Now, big positive. We have been quite dominant over Honduras for a long time period. We have been really dominant over Honduras. Let me just reel out the detailed statistics surrounding that. So I don't think that will... I don't think that we're going to see Ravel anytime soon, if I am being honest. Let me see. Let me just reload. Let me just reload the stats. Alright, so since our last... Alright, so our last 5 times we have played Honduras, Jamaica has won 4, drawn 1. Jamaica are unbeaten against Honduras since 2013. Jamaica are unbeaten at home in the Concacaf Nation League since inception in 2018. Recent head-to-head, these actually were posted by Simon Preston. Jamaica going all the way back from 2013. Jamaica drew Honduras 2-2. 2017 we defeated Honduras 1-0. 2019 we defeated Honduras 3-2. 2021 we defeated Honduras 2-0. And 2022 we defeated Honduras again 2-1. So that's a solid run of fixtures and result. Very good. Those are some really good results to go with. Lulu said, I know we are right off Ravel MG. And the coach did that. I'm have to give Whisper a run. Norman said, Pooh could have been picked, but I understand since he was loaned out yesterday. Yeah, that's it. Shamara said, wonder if we could get Mason Greenwood in the squad. Mason Greenwood is a long shot. It's a long shot, but I'm not sure when we might see or if we might see Mason Greenwood. So it's a long shot. Hopefully we might see. Hopefully, just hopefully. We really need a creative mid. True, I 100% agree with that. We really need a creative midfielder. Eagle Republic said it is high time for Leon Bailey to step up like McKennie, Pulisic, Davis, and etc. All Leon Bailey is simply playing not to get hurt. One thing I was a bit concerned for, and let me just have this discussion, and this certainly can be far-fetched. This can be far-fetched surrounding Leon Bailey. Now, remember that Leon Bailey is a player that he strives off confidence. A lot of personalities strive off confidence. And could it be a case in which the incident happened with Leon Bailey with being coming on and then being subbed off again? Could that incident shattered Leon Bailey's confidence? And remember that Leon Bailey playing for Jamaica is a total different Leon Bailey playing for Aston Villa. Aston Villa high in confidence, delivering, playing good. Not saying that every game is smashing it, but he's performing fairly decent, fairly good. Then now when he plays for Jamaica, most of the time is underperforming. Now with what happened with him in that game, the last game before leaving to the international friendly, I'm wondering if his confidence could be shattered, and coming to this international friendly, we might not see or get one of those 8 out of 10 Leon Bailey. So I might find that just a little bit concerning. So I'm just hopeful that we see a Leon Bailey who's going to bounce back, perform well, and showcase his true talent. So I'm very, very hopeful of seeing that. But just that incident, people, those things shattered players' confidence. It really, really does. It really, really do, people. It shatter player confidence. But I'm very much hopeful that we can see a fully fit and gunning Leon Bailey. Let me jump back in the comment section. Big up actually. Boys are reaching. Yeah, Boys has arrived. Boys arrived today. Bird Boy said, what happened to Mason Greenwood? Or can it motivate him? That's true. It can motivate him. But as I said, he's a player who is a confidence player. It's a confidence player. But that's a very, very good analysis. It can either shatter his confidence or it can motivate him. So hopefully it's the motivating time. E-Group Public said, time to start Whisper and Cephas. Leon and Boza need to ride the bench. Now he's a Rob Smith said, let's say Hunk positive. He's pissed off and wants to prove people wrong. Let's not be the typical YouTube Jamaican fans. That's true. But it's still in the area of being a bit concerned. So we are now hopeful that we are very much hopeful that it's the latter where it really, really give him a kick up the backside and push him to be a bit more, give him an extra drive that, hey, this happened. I'm going to prove to them. I'm going to prove to the fans. I'm going to prove to the coach. I'm going to prove to the players. I'm going to prove to everyone that the Leon Bailey, and this is what I can do, and this is what this is what I can do on a week in, week out basis. So that's a good way to look at it. That's a very good way to look at it, Rob Smith. Shamara said, a Villa player get red card and the coach wants to see out the game and take him off and put on a defender. Otherwise, a foolish start. No, that's not what happened. So a defender got injured in the early stages of the game. So they brought on Leon Bailey. That's when he brought on Leon Bailey. Roughly like about 19 minutes. About between 15 to 19 minutes. I think so. I can't remember clearly. And then now on the 15 minutes. Yeah, on the 65th minute, the second substitution. So the first substitution was Leon Bailey coming on. And the second substitution on the 65th minute was Leon Bailey coming off. And they were losing game 3-0. But not necessarily. It wasn't a case of defender getting red card. And it wasn't anything like that. So that's one aspect. That's one way to look at it. But it's down but not out. So still can definitely push himself to and back himself to be a lot better than what is being deemed. Alright, so let's get straight into the starting lineup, people. Remember, as I said, it's going to be a 4-4-2. You know what? I'm going to do a 4-2-3-1. I'm going to do a 4-2-3-1. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, in goal, Blake. That's the first player in on the cutting board. First player up. Left back, Amari Bell. Centre back pairing, Ethan Pinnock. Many people are gonna say Damian Lowe. Deshaun Bernard. I think the coach is gonna go with Damian Lowe. I think the coach is gonna go Damian Lowe, and he's gonna go with Javian Brown. I know a lot of as you can see that I'm going to use Brian Brown for the centre back position. Because Because for some reason we can never find Javier Brown in this. Two holding midfielders. I think Joel Latibodier, Lambert, the attacking midfield position. I'm going to say Casey Palmer. That's between either Daniel Johnson or Casey Palmer. Maybe I'm gonna say Daniel Johnson. I think Casey Palmer. I think Casey Palmer is basic. I think Casey Palmer is having a better season so far. On the right hand side, Leon Bailey. Left hand side, Jamaica Reggae, and leading the line, Shamar Nicholson. So this is it the 4-2? This is the 4-2-3-1? Yeah, so this is it. This is it, people. This is it. It's good to see that our defensive cadre is still intact. Coach Al Grimson can put Greg Lay a left back and slide Amar Bell into left midfield. I'm not sure it's gonna do that. King Job said, I think that's the start level, you got it right. Rob Smith said, actually the problem was he was sub on and sub off. Bailey went straight to the dressing room and gave the coach a cassava piece. Wait until me come back. Just wait until me come back. No watch and see. Wait until me come back, man. Wait, just watch and see. Wait until me come back. A Must Villa player get rid. Actually said Leon is always their first sub, so I don't get all the nights. Oh, no man, it's the time. Robert Smith said, if you watch the game, he was playing very well. I hope he brings that. Yeah, in my perspective, I think this season is one of Leon Bailey's best seasons I've seen so far. He started off the season firing. Really, really firing. And I do think there are people out there who actually saying Leon Bailey is not really a player. So, and I think that there's an agenda. I believe that there's an agenda. I believe that people just don't necessarily like the player. So I don't see how the player started off the season so well. And you still find people that say, boy, he don't look good and all them kind of something there. I mean, I understand it. Even in the game, they have players on the pitch who are worse than him. And people are going to say, he was the worst than him. I don't understand that. If you go and say, I don't know. Actually, say Robson, I think he's going to play good versus Honduras. I don't think he's going to start Shamar. It's going to start Bobby as a striker. No. Have you ever seen him? Listen to people. So the best way to do a prediction is you have to use history. To do a prediction, the best possible way, you have to use history. The data that is available from historic moments. And history would have told us that, or that tell us that, is that inform us that two strikers we have seen Al Grimson use so far, predominantly, and that's Shamar Nicholson and Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio coming off, strong possibility Shamar Nicholson is the one coming on. So, by history, by what history is telling us, the possibility may lie that Shamar Nicholson, since Mikel Antonio is not there now, Shamar Nicholson is likely to be the one who is going to start. Actually said this is his best start for Villa. Yeah. So we have to use history. We see him use Gray on the left, Bailey on the right. Now, with the addition of Casey Palmer now, and just that, because all of these players that we're seeing are players that we have seen already. And I can do this. I can do this. Bam. Remove Casey Palmer and put Bobby Reed. Remove Casey Palmer and put in Bobby Reed. And said, alright, if we're going with continuity, a team that the coach have seen played already, and you can feel a team where you know everybody, when you know what to expect from everyone, the possibility may lie that this might be the team that we might see. All of these players have already played under the coach. The coach know what to expect. Now remember, the coach did say that him still try to look at players, but you have to remember this. There is a game at hand, a must-win game at hand. And solely the mere fact that it's a must-win game, he will take it serious. And him not go just tinkering with everything surrounding the team. I strongly believe that the coach is looking at this as an opportunity to build confidence. And to build confidence, winning, build confidence. That's how you build confidence of a team, by winning games. So we are start 11 lives. I do think that this is what we are likely to see. So we are going up to 30 minutes, people. Bobby instead of Palmer. That's what we do. Big up Triple Doggy. MG, I have to laugh at the Frickle Reggae Boyz fans. How come I don't see anyone calling for Otta Bargrave and Daniel Green? Shaking my head, bro. Nicholson is not playing no football right now. I agree. But guess what? He's in the squad. He is in the squad. Demarai Gray is not playing in the football as well. You're going to see Demarai Gray training with Everton. I can also say that Nicholson was training as well. He might not be training with the club, but he was training. Dujan Richards is in the squad as well, and he has been playing as well. So you can't throw Son at one, and when you look at it, you have 3 glass house, and you have fling Son at one of them. You have a fling Son at all 3 of them. Norman Wayne said, MG, if the coach put you on in the 15th minute because of an injury, he expects some kind of goal contribution by the 65th minute. A whole half an injury time worth of playing. But that's not how football is, Norman. Remember, I said there's 9 other players on the pitch. And the coach never get nothing from them. The coach never get nothing from them as well. So, why is it that he has to be the one coming off? And he's the fresher leg. And he's a threat. And he is a threat. So, why is it that... So when you look into it, yeah, questionable. Very much questionable. And I guess that's just football. I guess that is just football. Anyways, so we have a few more minutes to go. Just gonna say Bobby been playing wide and Bailey closer to the striker. It's difficult. Remember now, so when you play for your club, you know, not all the time you play. When you play for your club, you really are going to play for international. It's not really, I'm not really say Gus. No fight time you see that. And we have seen it. Joel Latibody here. Playing for his club, right back. Playing for Jamaica, defensive midfield. Norman said, I still can't understand how Pooh isn't picked, although he hasn't scored any goals for his club, but he's just coming back from Gold Cup. Rob Smith said, Norman Winter, that should be what should Bailey do. He placed a ball on McGinn head and he wasted it. Joel Smith said, good, I'm starting 11. I do think it's fairly a decent start 11. There's continuity there. There's players with, who are very much familiar with each other. They know what to expect. And the coach have played these players already. He has played these players already together. So, for continuity purpose, for chemistry, for understanding, you don't want your team out there and everybody look like strangers. For all of those reasons, that's the reason why I use this start. That's the reason, that's a specific reason why I pick this particular starting lineup. For that specific reason. For those that's not it alone. Anyways, people, as stated, I wasn't necessarily going to stay long on this one. Just gonna give you guys half an hour basically. Because I didn't intend to stay long on this one. So that is the starting lineup. Prediction, drop a prediction in the comment section, people. Give me the predictions. Drop on the predictions in the comment section. Before I do anything else, before me go, I want to see the predictions. Me start off. Me drop my prediction first. I'm gonna go Jamaica. We have been struggling to keep clean sheet. You know, we have been struggling to keep clean sheet. And we have been dominant over Honduras, so I expect a win. So I'm going to go Jamaica 3. Especially the fact that we are home. Joel Smith said 3-0. I am going with 3-0 as well. Rob Smith said Norman Claire didn't watch the game. E group up said Jamaica 2, Honduras 1. So me I go 3-0. I'm going with 3-0. Norman said 2-0. King Jab said 3-0 Jamaica. Actually said 1-0 Jamaica. Just have a feeling. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. RJ said 2-0 Jamaica. Yeah, me I got you because we have been the more dominant team. So, well, waiting for about 2 more predictions. Rob Smith said 2. Nana scores again. He scored twice. He has scored twice versus Honduras. So obviously Honduras is a team where you have them ticket. Nana have them ticket. So hopefully we'll see it. Franklin Young said, I like the 3-0 Jamaica. E group said, I think the 80 Jamaica game will be tougher. I think so. I think that's going to be a tougher game. Bounce CV said, just get my online ticket because of 4 them I get. That would be good. That would be really, really good if they get 4. That would be definitely, I would love that. I would really, really love that. Anyways, people, all right, so me I close off now, people. I close off right now. Anyways, people, 30 minutes on the clock. Big up on yourself, people. Big up on yourself. 30 minutes on the clock. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the press conference, people. So, you are going, people. Under the comment section, drop your questions in the comment section that you want to ask the coach tomorrow. It will be the press conference, so we can ask the coach those questions. So, drop it in the comment section after the video close, and I will definitely pass on a question. Look out for the videos. Possible training videos, and you're going to see some pictures on the IG page, so look out for that, people. Big up on yourself. MG Sports TV, people. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good one, people, and we are out. Boom.